ain't got no problem with him either. You know, I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, you know, and how he was acting.
He's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money.
Given the history of the sport, I didn't see nobody that can compete with Terrence Crawford. And
he older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
But you know, I mean, these guys, I don't think they know what they do anything. It's mostly talk.
Super middleweight champion of all time, David Benavidez.
This dude can punch.
Where the hell do you go from here?
Terrence "Bud" Crawford just did the impossible, pulling off one of the greatest feats in modern boxing history.
Congratulations, man. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You used all my tricks to beat Canelo, just like I showed you. You went in there and you got it done. Unbelievable, bro. All jokes aside, man. Congratulations, champ. So well deserved. Salute.
But as the world hailed him as an all-time great, a new colossal threat was proposed that stirred up major drama and a surprisingly fierce outburst from the man himself.
What do you see for yourself after this fight? How long do you want to be in the sport? How long do you want to be actively fighting?
I don't know. You know,
it's not something you think about. You're just going fight by fight.
I always take one fight at a time. You know, one fight at a time. I feel great. I'm healthy, and like I said, I'm looking forward to having some fun.
A powerful figure in the sport is pushing for a fight that many believe is simply too dangerous, even for a legend like Bud.
I'm sick of seeing fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so fuck. Let's go to war. Let's do what these people want us. They want to see us do, and let's go to war and may the best man win. I wasn't going to go down to 168, but now...
The question is, why is this fight being pushed, and what does it reveal about the hidden forces that control the sport? Crawford's monumental leap to 168 pounds was a gamble that paid off in spectacular fashion. He stepped into the ring against Canelo Alvarez in an event so massive that commentator John Anik called it the biggest live sporting event he had ever called and put on a masterclass.
And I mean, if Legacy's something for him, he's got to win one of those two fights. So you think? Yeah, I think in order to that, he is one of the greatness. I think that he would have to. You have to beat one of those guys. You know, the only person that he hasn't fought is he hasn't fought, Benavidez. And I don't know, Bud said that he wouldn't fight him, but I don't think that's true. I think that if that fight happens, I think Bud would also entertain that, and if he does entertain it, it seems like the way that he beat Canelo we'll be able to beat him again.
The world watched as Bud dismantled a living legend, securing a unanimous decision victory. But it wasn't just that he won, it was how he won. Keen-eyed analysts noted that Canelo's style had become predictable, relying on a heavy, one big shot at a time rhythm. Crawford, the master tactician, simply exploited this flaw with superior timing and intelligent counters.
He older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
And B-side, when you ask me, you say, how would you beat him, Lonnie B? What I tell you?
The same thing. You'll keep the jab on him, keep sticking the jab, moving and touching him with the right hand, and just turning him on
and throwing punches. That's how to throw punches at him. Yeah. And I said level to the body because that's open for him all night.
You said he ain't got the movement no more. You said he ain't,
Adding to this, former UFC champion Kamaru Usman observed that the old, mean-spirited Canelo wasn't there, suggesting the Mexican icon might have lost the psychological edge that once made him so feared. This complete victory made Crawford the first male boxer in history to be crowned the undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes, cementing a legendary legacy.
I want to thank all my fans here that support me. I want to thank. This is bigger than the norm, because I want to thank my urban community. I want to thank my Latin community. I want to thank my white community, and I want to thank my Asian community, my African community. I want to thank everybody because today you see us all as one. You know, and a lot of people always say, how you get the Mexicans to side with you? I said, hey, my people too. I said, so it don't matter if I'm fighting Canelo. Some of the urban community is going for Canelo.
But just as the world celebrated, an unexpected voice threw a wrench into the gears. That voice belonged to Turki Al-Sheikh, the incredibly influential figure shaping the biggest fights in boxing today. With his immense financial backing, his suggestions aren't just suggestions. They are moves that can shift the entire landscape of the sport.
Do you want to see a rematch?
No. He's not beaten Crawford, Canelo.
Okay.
I think he can, can he improve? Maybe. But
wait. If he's not beating Crawford, which is fair, right? I agree. Based on what we saw, I do think he can make improvements, but who knows? Is there someone else better out there than that you'd rather see Crawford fight than Canelo?
Well, Turkey did ask, could Bivol get down to 168?
I asked, Turkey said Ken Benavidez.
I thought he said Bivol.
No, I said Bivol. Oh. Turkey said Benavidez.
Well, certainly not. Certainly not Benavidez. I don't think he's beaten Benavidez. I think that's a bridge way too far. I think a lot of things too far. But could you just imagine if Bivol cut the skill we'd see in that fight?
Yeah.
The rounds between Canelo and Crawford went by like that. They'd be the same against those two. That'd be epic.
Shortly after Crawford's victory, Turkey slyly proposed what he saw as the next logical step for the new king of the 168-pound division, a showdown with David Benavidez.
Hear me out here, Kamaru. Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was a mandatory for Canelo.
Oh my God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. The reason why he went up is nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generational talent, as he said, with Manny Pacquiao? He's an 8-division world champ.
If it ain't no big name, Terence, do what you do, bro.